Now check out this phenomenal revelation about the zombie apocalypse. You probably think, oh, that's science fiction, that's make-believe. But we know that the Luciferians, they like to put truth and their plans right in front of your face. And they use Hollywood and movies to do it. Now check this out. Mary Kay Baxter, a long time ago, she has a supernatural dream and vision where she saw America had been attacked. It had been defeated, occupied. Its judgment had came. The flag, the American flag was burned. It was torn down. It was without hope. Okay. After that, she saw these beast-like people. You know, basically they were given the mark of the beast, and then later on they become flesh-eating beast or wild beast or whatever. Go back and think about all the movies that depict the same scenario. It's been going on for decades. Night of the Living Dead. I mean, you just go down this list. Countless movies. I've seen at least 10 movies in the last 20 years that depict the same scenario. That in one day, people just turn into these flesh-eating zombie people, and the only way to kill them is to shoot them in the head. You can shoot them in the chest 5, 10 times. They don't die. They're still coming at you. And what's amazing is the only way that's even possible is if you are given a super DNA injection or a chip, something that alters your DNA. That's the first step to the zombie apocalypse. Now here's a movie from 1980, The Fog.
Inside and lock your doors. Close your windows. There's something in the fog.
Something in the fog. You know, it makes you wonder if chemtrails have something to do with the zombie apocalypse or to depopulate the earth. We have been desensitized year after year after year to just accept that these chemicals that they're spraying over us, that's just, you know, part of life. But it makes you wonder, if you go to Walmart and you look for epoxy, this very powerful glue, it comes in two parts, part A and part B. You know, you put that together and you've got this extremely powerful adhesive. Now think about this. You get the mark of the beast, it changes your DNA, or it does something, alters your DNA. It's super DNA, something. And then later on, when they fly or they release the, let's call it the zombie chemical agent, that's part B, and you put those together and then you have turn people into these psycho like beast creature flesh-eating zombies. You know, if you look at the Georgia Guidestones, maintain humanity under 500 million. Well, first of all, they have to get it down to 500 million before they can maintain it. So how do you think they're going to do this? Well, they've given countless hints in all their movies, year after year, decade after decade. You know, you understand that the Bible says, well, first of all, the pale horse clearly says that the wild beast of the earth, like 1/4 of the earth is killed by pestilence, disease, and the wild beast of the earth. Very important. Hal Lindsey did a in-depth study on this wild beast of the earth. He says the core meaning is a wild ass of a man. Okay, a beast of a man, a wild like beast person. Very important. Okay, here's a movie, and if you want to see the greatest Illuminati movie possibly ever made, they like to expose themselves sometimes in movies and what they're up to and all this. You have to see this crazy movie. Okay, it really exposes what they believe and the technology that they have. It shows underground facilities with all kinds of technology. You have to see this evil movie. because in this movie it clearly they depict their zombie-like people, these half man, half beast creatures. It's amazing. Now, isn't it amazing? The Bible clearly says they will seek death and death will flee from them. It also says they'll fall upon the sword and not die. So imagine you're given this mark of the beast and it changes your DNA. You have super DNA, which would explain how they fall upon the sword and not die. They'll seek death and death will flee from them. Imagine someone jumps off a 5-story building to commit suicide. They break every bone in their body and they just lay there in agony. Oh, please, death come. Death will flee from them. But this whole plan, I mean, they can try to blame it on a virus. Oh, the virus that caused the zombie apocalypse, right? Which would be completely ridiculous, how a virus could somehow supernaturally keep someone alive. That's just stupid. But they convinced the mass population that putting poison in their water system is good. It's good for your teeth. Yeah, let's put poison in your toothpaste. It's good. And your mouthwash, it's good. You take showers in this poison they call fluoride. So if they can convince the mass population that poison is good, then what can't they convince them, right? But I do encourage you, go do some research. Listen to Mary Kay Baxter's testimony. I mean, she saw deep in the tribulation where these half man, half beast were roaming around. It's amazing. This whole zombie apocalypse it's like right in your face, and it's true. It lines up with certain prophecies in the Bible that's actually going to happen. You're going to be you're going to get your head cut off, or you're going to take some kind of mark of the beast that alters your DNA, or they'll come out with an injection, a super DNA injection, or the Antichrist. He will provide his DNA, which is super DNA, and like you pledge your allegiance to him by taking his DNA injection. There's something about the mark of the beast. You take the mark of the beast, and eventually you will become a beast, a wild beast, a flesh-eating zombie beast. It would be a brilliant way to depopulate the planet and blame it on some dumb virus, and which is what their goal is, to depopulate in the first place. So who knows? It's definitely something to think about.